welcome back to the community table. My name is Kayla, I'm a dietitian.
Hi everybody, I'm Chef Tim.
And today we have a couple nutritious and delicious recipes for y'all. We are highlighting indigenous cuisine.
Yeah, we've got some awesome bison meatballs, a succotash, and a wild rice pilaf.
Yes, but before we go ahead and get started, we would love for you guys to like and subscribe so we can bring you new and delicious recipes each and every month. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
With our bison meatballs, the first step is we're gonna go ahead and toast up our juniper berries. Toast these for about 1 to 2 minutes until they're aromatic, then we'll crush. Next, we'll mix our meat together. So if we're using bison and ground beef, we'll go ahead and mix those together. We'll add the egg, breadcrumbs, onion, sage, salt, and our spices. We'll mix this gently until combined. Next, we'll form our meatballs into about 1.5-inch balls. We'll saute that in a saute pan over medium heat, add in a little bit of oil, and then just brown on all sides for about 5 to 7 minutes. Make sure not to overcrowd the pan. Finally, we'll finish this in the oven, transfer the meatballs to a baking sheet, and bake at 375 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes, or until the internal temperature reaches 165 degrees.
Okay, Chef Tim, let's go ahead and talk about those meatballs.
Yeah, super delicious. You know, we're using bison for this, but it could be venison, it could be ground turkey, really any combination of meats.
Yeah, and all of these animal proteins are actually gonna be lower in saturated fat, which is great, especially when we're thinking about our heart health and trying to not eat as much of that.
Yeah.
The flavor is really on point too. We are actually using dried juniper berries, which we, what did we do?
Yeah, we just toasted them up and then crushed them, so you get lots of flavor from that.
Yeah, very similar to like a rosemary, woody flavor.
Yeah.
So very delicious, very nutritious. Can't wait for you guys to try it at home.
With the Three Sisters Succotash, we're going to start by sauteing our aromatics. In a saute pan, we'll heat the oil over medium heat, add our diced onion, bell pepper, saute this until they're softened, about 5 minutes. Next, we'll add the vegetables, the corn, the beans, the squash. Cook for another 5 to 7 minutes, stirring occasionally. Finally, we'll add the broth, water, salt and pepper, smoke paprika, and simmer for about 10 minutes until the squash is tender. And finally, we'll finish with our fresh herbs.
Okay, so what about this succotash?
Yeah, succotash is great too. You know, it's got lots of different colors going on. That smoked paprika in there just really gives it like another kind of level of like nuance of flavor.
Definitely. And then we are using the Three Sisters, which is going to be beans, squash, and corn. Fantastic sources of dietary fiber, you guys. And just overall came together so well.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for you guys to try this recipe at home as well.
Awesome.
Cool. Okay, so my favorite dish today, the wild rice, so good.
Yeah, so many good like layers of flavor, textures. You know, you've got the crunch from the walnuts, the sweetness from the cranberries, the earthiness from the mushrooms, all play so well together.
Yeah, and I think all the ingredients also play really great from a nutrition standpoint as
Awesome. With a wild rice, we want to start by rinsing the wild rice off in the strainer. Next, we're going to heat a saute pan over medium heat, add melted butter. Then we'll saute our onions and celery for about 5 to 7 minutes until both are translucent and soft. Add the garlic and saute for another minute. Next, we'll add in the rice and cook for about 1 to 2 minutes. Then pour in the broth, add salt and pepper, and stir to combine. Bring to a gentle boil, then reduce to a simmer, cover tightly, lower the heat, and cook for about 45 to 60 minutes until the rice is tender. Finally, you can add in any additional ingredients such as chopped nuts, cranberries, and mushrooms. Let the rice rest and then fluff and serve. Thanks for joining us today, everybody. I love these recipes and I can't wait for you to try them at home.
Me too, and we are so grateful for all of y'all. We'll see you next time. Bye.